Hi, I'm Debbie Hartner. I'm Elsie Johnson, and we are two sisters, Southern Cooking.
I love making sweetbreads. I love experimenting with different breads. Over the years, I typically do pumpkin bread, banana bread, an apple bread. I've done a peach bread. So I'm moving on. I am now making a butternut squash bread because butternut squash is sweet. So, and we're going to put a glaze on top of this one once it cools down and comes out of the oven. So I roasted a butternut squash in the oven. I seasoned it with a little bit of olive oil and some salt. And I have my 1 cup of puree here. I'm going to put it in here, and I'm actually going to take my mixer and I'm going to mix it up a little bit before I start adding in the rest of these ingredients. But I really love. I'm actually going to be soon making a cranberry bread as well when it gets a little closer to the holidays and stuff. So I love any kind of like a sweet bread. So, oh, I do pumpkin bread too. I don't know if I mentioned that. So, but yeah, I love sweet breads. So let me get this stirred up real good before I start adding in my liquid ingredients. Alright, now I have my water. And I'm going to stack those over to the side. I have my vegetable oil. And I'm just going to stir those real quick. And then I'll add in my eggs and my sugars. I'm telling you, over the holiday season, I typically make the 9x5 loaves, the full-size loaf. I make anywhere from 24 to 36 loaves. And when you're doing mini loaves, then you can actually double or quadruple that amount that I do. So I have an assembly line usually set up when I'm doing them. I'm usually here alone, and I'm just marching down the line and baking away. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna put my egg in. I'm gonna do one at a time for now. Stir it in. Make sure they're incorporated pretty good. The apple one that I do is called an apple pie bread. It's really good. Really good. I put in my granulated sugar and my brown sugar. And I'm just going to mix that together. Okay, now I'm going to mix up my dry ingredients together. And just stir that together. Okay, I just put my dry ingredients in, so I'm going to mix that up. You do not want to over mix this because it will make it tough, so I'm just barely going to combine this together. Alright, I've got that done. Now I'm going to get my pan. Alright, right, I'm going to pour this in here. If you were to do many loaves, this would make, I think, 2 of the small loaves. But this is going to make 1 full-size loaf of sweet bread. If you wanted to, you could also put nuts in here. You could put raisins in here too if you chose to. I tend to only put nuts in if someone asks for it. I kind of just like the pureness of whatever bread I'm doing without nuts or anything, because I just kind of like having the straight up flavor of whatever I'm baking.
Right. We're gonna make a little glaze to put on it, like a little bit of fall spice type of glaze,
Right.
like a vanilla glaze, and put
Some like pumpkin spice or something in it too.
nutmeg, cinnamon, sugar.
So this is going in the oven at 350 for 55 to 65 minutes. And just watch it. And it should come right out of this pan because I sprayed it with baker's spray. All right, we'll see you when it comes out of the oven. Hey y'all, this is my loaf of sweet bread, the butternut squash bread. It smells divine. It really, really smells good. I love experimenting and trying new breads like this. So this is the glaze that was just made for it a little bit ago. It's like a brown sugar glaze, and I'm just going to pour it over the top of this. I have this on a pan where it can drip off, and I'm just going to cover it. The bread is still slightly warm.
Well, that looks good.
Yeah, I think that's going to be really good.
It's good.
Yep.
Okay, y'all.
All right.
We will see you in our next video. So I am going to do about a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/2 teaspoon of pumpkin spice. We're going to do a teaspoon, and just going to dump a little allspice in there, probably about maybe 1/8 teaspoon. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this up and get this started, and then we're going to go ahead and get ready to pour this over top of our delicious winter bread.
And I'm Debbie. We're Two Sisters Southern Cooking.
And we thank you for visiting our page. Please like, share, and subscribe.